I
Oh.
muted it on the start screen. Oh
We
God.
gotta start over. We
Oh.
gotta start over. Thank you, boss man.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Thank you, boss man.
That's
Shout
what.
out to boss
Okay.
man always
Okay.
being first in the chat.
All right. Let's start this again. Okay. Y'all
Even in
ready?
the yes, yes, yes.
Hi. Welcome to Judging Moment Podcast. My name is Super.
I'm Izzy.
I'm Jada.
I'm Quanicus.
And I'm Wulfbee.
And this is
It's
Judging Mama.
Friday.
It's definitely
It's
Friday, y'all.
Friday.
It's Friday.
You sure you
It's
don't want that drink now?
Friday.
Super
Drink with the
sober.
robot.
You said what?
Period. I just said super sober.
I
That's
am.
what we
Yeah, yeah.
talking
That's what we
about.
was talking about before
I
we
love it.
Okay.
got muted.
All right. So we're gonna get into it. First topic, period. Just a hot topic, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Topic. That was my thing I said last week. Okay. Okay. So the only thing we're really gonna talk about is Kevin Samuels, he died suddenly. With how did they say how he died?
Oh, they
Heart
said
attack.
some girl. He.
Heart attack.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
was.
it was a heart attack.
Mm-hmm.
He was having sex and he had a heart attack. He couldn't
That's not
handle
how it
it.
happened for real.
That's a
No.
rumor though.
But that's
I
That's
don't
the way
know
to
if
go
that's how
out.
it happened. I just know he fell on top of her. That's what
That's
happened.
one way to go out. Are you serious?
I didn't
He
know
fell
he
on
was
top of her.
having
That's what
sex.
happened. Yeah,
It's
she
probably
said he
it's
turned
probably
blue.
them
He
blue
fell on top
pills.
of her.
It's them blue pills.
It was too
Again?
many?
I
Too
don't
many
know.
blue pills. He probably had two of them and thought he was finna do something.
There's
Well,
a
Wolf,
lot of
what's the
Wow.
directions on the back of it? It says take 2 or 3.
Oh,
I don't know.
I just feel
I don't, that was cheap, but
He
I don't know.
he only 54 though. You
He
think
was
at
only
50?
50.
No,
Yeah,
there's
he was.
22-year-olds that's popping blue pills. Or
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
But yeah, that's how I heard he
yeah,
passed
and
away.
on my Facebook, I was getting a lot. I didn't care.
Damn.
Not that
But
he
yeah,
killed her, but it's just like it didn't affect me any because he's not somebody I followed. I've never watched him. You know what I'm saying? I did see a couple clips and the things that I've heard about him, I'm not too fond of. So I just didn't really, you know what I'm saying, even entertain myself with any of his content or anything like that because I just felt like it was just a trap to get angry. You understand what I'm saying? So it was
very.
just no point of me listening to him and people were just saying, oh, people are insensitive because people are making fun of his death or whatever the case may be, which is insensitive to do. You understand what I'm saying? But it was just like, I felt like, okay, if y'all didn't like him so much, why did y'all keep watching him? You
right.
understand what I'm saying? Like, that was weird.
That might have been the
I'm
law,
a,
though, right? I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
That might have been his law. He knew he was aggravating and frustrating people,
For sure.
but
of
that was
course,
a part of his that was a part of his own entertainment. Whoever
Right.
whoever watched it and supported it, that was on them, right?
Course.
Yeah,
For
But
sure.
of
as far as
course.
his death, I mean, I'm the kind of person. If I didn't like you when you was here, I don't give
I
a
ain't
damn
gonna like
about
it
you
when you're
dying.
gone.
You know what I'm saying? So that's I'll be sorry to the family, but if I ain't like you here, I'm not gonna change my stance when you're gone. I'm just sorry
Yeah,
that you
just
might have
because you're
gone. You've
gone.
been gone too, early or whatever the case may be. But I do think people are not. They don't have any more compassion though, in terms of what I've been seeing and on, from what they're
No
saying about his
compassion.
death.
Did y'all ever look at the clips he used to say? Bro, the
He said
shit
some
he
foul
used to
stuff, man.
say
He said
was.
some
I
foul
didn't
stuff.
like. I'm with Jada because I didn't like most of the things that he said or what I've heard he said. So I didn't watch him like that. So if I'm that type of person. If I'm not, if I'm not agreeing with the thing, just saying I like to hear other people's opinion, but a lot of the stuff was just opposite of like what I was thinking. So I didn't really watch him like that. And when he passed away, it was like, okay, rest in peace. I really like from looking on the internet, I can understand and with people saying being insensitive, but I didn't see anything or any comment of anyone being insensitive, like saying stuff like, oh, he should have died or stuff like that. But
I
I've
didn't see that
seen
either.
comments like this, like, and I made this comment. I said that's his karma because I believe strongly in karma. Like what you put out in your words, what you put out in the universe, that shit will come back to you. And the stuff that he said, especially I remember the last hot topic he said, like women over 35 are considered like leftovers and stuff like that. And it's crazy because the woman that and most of the women that he was, I call it bashing because he did bash a lot of black women, were black women over 35. The woman that he was with was not a black woman and she was 32 years old. So the way that he died, it's not saying, I mean, everything happens how it's supposed to happen, and that was his way to go out.
That's
So
And the
so
crazy thing is during sex.
so
So
basically,
that's lit.
I
with
mean,
He said that's
with your
lit.
with your comment on that and how everybody else is talking about it, and people were saying negative things. Y'all taking that phrase, keep that same energy throughout forever, through life, death, forever. Just keep that same energy. That's what everybody's agreeing
Yep.
with.
Sure.
Right here.
Yep. I
that's how
am.
I feel. I'm gonna
Karma's a
say rest
bitch.
in peace, but or I won't say nothing at all
Yeah,
because
this is my whole
it
thing. I'm
don't
not
affect
being
me at
critical
all.
or anything
Okay.
because I didn't care when you were here, and I don't care
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
don't affect
never
me at all.
consumed
So
his
I didn't say
content.
anything. I ain't
I
say no
never
rest in
consumed
peace
it.
on his page.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
never
and I,
consumed his content.
me either. Like, it's not like I went
Not my
on
thing.
Google or something and like I watch them daily. I would see clips on Shade Room or I see clips in the blogs or something. But I'm like, damn, like people really listening to this man. And
people
I
would
just
and women would go on his thing.
live, like they was setting themselves up for
Right.
failure.
It was so weird. I'm like, why are y'all doing this to just end up being embarrassed? And then, now he, is dead. Then they're like, oh, that's what you get and that's what you do. But y'all entertained yourself
That's
with
the
it. Like,
that's
why
the
did you
key
do
word.
And now's
That
a
was
void
their
to fill.
that was their entertainment. They
That's what it
wanted
was.
Yeah.
that, and people wanted to see it.
that? Yeah.
And now that he's not here, and I'm pretty sure a lot of that stuff he was saying he probably didn't believe himself. I'm pretty sure, like
I
because you
can't
can't.
speak towards it. I can't speak toward that. I can't speak
I
towards
don't
that 'cause I
think
wouldn't know.
because you haven't seen any of his shows, right? You haven't
Nope.
seen. Okay,
I only
'cause,
seen like what they mentioned, like the seeing like little clips
yeah,
on Shade Room and things of
yeah,
that nature. I never consumed. Once I heard that on Shade Room, I already had that. When I visual or see this guy, I would just automatically
yeah, I
just
hear.
skip over
I
whatever
get
he
Yeah.
that
had to
because he
had to
said some
present.
he said some harsh, like crazy stuff at
Yeah,
times, and
yeah.
I don't think as a man having mothers, aunts, grandmothers, sisters, daughters, I don't think you really believe all that stuff. I think you're
Hmm.
doing it for like shock value and you're gonna get viewers and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I don't think he believed all that stuff. Some of it maybe, but the majority of it was for the attention, for the entertainment, for the shock value.
For sure.
That's my take on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. He was a public figure, so most public figures, you got to do what you got to do to stay in the limelight. So he said some crazy shit, but he expected the reaction, and but he didn't care.
He didn't. That was a
Nope.
As long
cold
as them
motherfucker.
numbers and them checks was coming in, it's
That's
all
right.
good.
As long as those
Yeah.
impressions were going up, it
Miss
didn't matter.
Johnson said he bashed men too. Nobody was safe. I didn't know he bashed men.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't.
did.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he bashed men too. He bashed anybody he wanted.
Okay, so
Mostly
he was an
women,
equal opportunity a
but
hole.
men too.
Mainly just black people though, right? I'm assuming it's just like about black people. He just was going in about black folks.
Well,
Those
it
are
makes
mainly the
sense.
people
All
who was
things
calling
considered,
in.
then it makes sense. Those were the people
The
calling in.
advice he was
Yeah.
giving that I heard was just crazy. Like when people call in and the advice he was saying, I'm like, what?
Like what?
But yeah, it's
That
just like clips and stuff like that. So I don't know everything of what he was. I thought from reading his bio, I thought he was a stylist or something.
That's what he started as.
Okay.
He
and
started
then
doing
So
like
and
things
then
on that on colognes and styles
Okay.
and stuff like that. And then he started, trying to tell men to get in check or get themselves straight. And then he moved over to women. My
and
thing, you see other women who have what they want to call as problems or need help, which I don't buy that. But you see his show, you see how you do, you read the comments, you see the snippets, but yet you still call in and then get mad when you're one of
yeah.
those people that the outtake is of.
Exactly.
mhm.
Yeah.
But I think most of them really call in for clout.
They do. I
Yeah,
do.
that too.
Most of them
Everybody
have to be
everybody
calling in
wants
for
their
clout
time.
because they know it's gonna be reposted and they're gonna be like, "Who is this dumb chick?" like,
Yeah.
but
I
most
don't
of
want
them calling
that. I'm
in for
good.
clout.
Yeah.
But
But then that, it was a rumor he was sleeping with men too at one point. But hey, we're gonna
I
go on
don't
to
know
the
ain't
next.
none of my
nothing.
business.
I don't know nothing.
Ain't none of my. He is
I don't know
from
nothing.
Atlanta, and Atlanta,
You
y'all
laying
know how they
horizontal
get
now.
down
Atlanta
with the
man.
down lows. Because
Nope.
when I first heard the story of his death, they were saying, "Oh, it's not him. It was his boyfriend. They found unresponsive in his apartment."
God.
There's
I
rumors
was
on everything.
like,
Oh
Yo,
my
the
God.
internet,
okay.
boy. The
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 internet
internet
is
internet
wild.
You
will tell
have
you all
to,
the
yeah.
nicer
You
stories.
gotta
has
be
it going in
careful
every
with the
direction.
internet.
Yeah, you do.
Internet
When
is sickening.
I seen that. I thought it was a joke. I was like, dang, that's crazy. Of course, they saying this man dead because he's evil or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I'm like,
I tell y'all what, when I go, I want the internet to be off for the whole week. No,
Right.
no internet for nobody, because I don't want no rumors of nothing going on. I don't negative, positive, whatever. I don't want no rumors. I want the
I don't
internet to
need
be
the
shut
internet for
down.
that, Wolf. I don't
Yeah,
need
I
Right.
it.
know,
Did y'all hear
but I'm just saying as
his
far as that.
his mother found out through the internet
Yeah,
and
that
passed
was fucked
away?
up.
That's
That's
hard.
That's
foul.
crazy.
That was
That's
fucked
foul.
up.
But I think a
That's
lot of that
fucked
has
up.
to do with the way he lived on Earth. No one wanted to help him on the other side. They probably kicked
Mm.
his body. They was probably doing some, you know what I'm saying? It was,
Hey,
his
yo.
mother could find out the way we find out all his information is on the internet. 'Cause
Right.
you know, when
On
you
the
that ugly
internet.
on Earth, people will treat you just as bad, man.
Mhm.
And
That's
you
facts.
know, so you don't. They might slap the crap out of you on that damn gurney. You don't know nothing, man. You just, just yo, this dude would slap the shit out of you.
Somebody
You
said
don't
a
know
black
nothing.
woman killed him.
the
Yo,
most
Bruh.
about him
they
was his
sniped him.
followers, like the men
Who
that
said
followed
snipe? What?
him. I just,
Oh my gosh.
those people just piss me off. The
What
men that
people?
the men that followed him, like listened to his words and were just like, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
regurgitate it, right? Because you know they went back to whoever else and said the same thing
And
that he was saying.
yeah,
You know,
Mhm.
yeah.
just
And
trying to
thinking,
stick
oh,
together.
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. You would think he would be trying to heal, men and women, but he was doing the opposite. I feel like he was doing the total opposite.
Now, from an entertainment standpoint, let's playing devil's advocate. It's a lot of people doing that already. And if you want to make an impact, or not a social impact, but an impact to your wallets, you got to think outside the box and be different. I'm not saying that was his avenue, but he found the lane that not many people are in or were in, right? Like, and now
Yeah.
you have this huge void that will be filled, right? You know, once people see that this is possible, somebody's going to jump in that gap and fill those trenches up.
That's
Unfortunately,
that's
Oh,
true. That's
definitely.
no different than a Howard Stern or Don Imus. It's the same. You're right. Like what you're saying. That nobody played that lane. You got to jump outside the box.
no
Which was
different
Yeah.
from
that's
that
what
guy
they were
getting
doing.
stomped on the Netflix stage. If Will Smith doesn't slap that dude, that guy don't try to tackle Dave
Facts.
Chappelle. So it's people
Rock
playing
said.
stands, yo. It's people playing stands, man.
Bro, the
Chris
way
Rock
that
said,
man
was that
arm
Will
was fucked
Smith?
up. That man arm was
Will,
fucked up.
Was that Will?
they beat the
That was
bully beef
funny.
out of him. They
They
beat
fucked
another
that
person
boy
out of
up
his
though.
head.
Y'all seen
Yeah,
his
man.
arm?
Bro, his
They
shit was
put it
like
on
this,
backwards.
bro.
His
They
junk was
treated him like a
like,
Barbie doll.
I was like,
That dude looked like
I
a
love
GI
me some
Joe
Dave
figure you gotta
Chappelle
bring
though.
back.
That shit was.
They
Man,
whooped his
You
ass.
they put
know,
the
you
bully
get
beef
I don't know
on
what
him.
he.
a toy that's broke, the glue is on, all messed up. You got to bring it back. That's how he left
Yeah,
that arena. You know.
they tore him up.
I
So,
feel bad for that
yeah,
young
man. People
man.
they do what they see, man, and it's unfortunate, but it's gonna happen. They gonna fill that
Did
void.
that guy run on stage like that? I don't. What was his purpose?
To get beat
Somebody,
up.
Dave Chappelle said he must have been a transgender. It had to. It had,
Sounds about
Oh,
it
right.
had to be one of those people that hate Dave Chappelle, and y'all already know, like the transgenders.
Why can't it just be somebody that's just going crazy? Or
It could have
somebody
been
that just
anybody.
wanted to do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have
I
been
don't know.
anybody, but whatever they wanted to hurt him.
No,
They
he ain't human
tried.
no more. They beat the humanity out of his ass. He is finished. They tore
tried.
him up.
I
No,
didn't
he's
even. You couldn't
finished.
even see his face. That shit was
Whoever
so
sent him
bloody.
out there.
That was a
That
failed
dude,
mission.
you Mr. Potato Head right now.
100%. 100%. That's wild. That's
Yeah, it
wild.
was.
What's the
It
first
was. But
topic,
yeah,
Jada?
rest in peace to that guy. I don't know where he at right now, if he made it to where his destination is, or if he's stuck in the realm. But
Whatever. Anyway,
when I heard it, I was like, damn. All right.
Yeah.
It was the arm. It's the
First
arm
It was
for
not
me.
impactful
I'm
me at
not
all.
really sure how to explain it. You explain it, Izzy, because it was
What'd you say?
the first topic that we're gonna get into tonight.
Okay.
Because I think that I'm not really.
Oh,
sure.
double standards.
Mhm.
Okay. So this one I got from hearing someone say that, okay. Okay, there was a post, like a TikTok post of a woman like and her man, and she was basically saying how she cheated on him and he took her back, and the relationship worked after. So a guy said that if a man forgives a woman who cheats, that he deserves to be cheated on because he's a beta man. He's not an alpha man. He's weak. But women who cheat deserve to be thrown away in trash. Like, you're not supposed to forgive a woman who cheats. So I never heard that before from a man. So I wanted to know if that was like a typical mindset or
I
what,
got after you,
cause
Wolf. I go after you.
because I know from a woman's point of view, when it's vice versa, I hear about women forgiving men. I've never been in a situation. I personally would never forgive anyone who cheats. But is that what it is? Is it make you weak? Does it make you weak as a man if you forgive a woman who cheats?
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna make it quick as possible. I'm gonna put it like this. Everybody has their own view in their relationships with what they will tolerate and what they won't tolerate. Me
Mm-hmm.
personally, I feel if you got to cheat, me or her, if you got to cheat, that's all trust. That's everything. That's everything gone. Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I can never trust you ever again. That's it. And
Yeah.
I personally don't want to live like that. So no, I wouldn't forgive you, and I would expect her to do the same. If I cheated, yes, yeah, you have the right to lose all trust. Now, if you're that person that wants to stay with her, how DMX said it, I love my baby mother. I never let
I
her
never
go.
let her go.
You want to be like that? That's on you. I mean, I don't have the right to call you a whatever term they throw out nowadays. I don't have a right to call you anything. If that's how your relationship works and that's how you and your family or your girl deal with stuff, that's your business. But me personally, nah. If anybody has to cheat, that should be a done deal.
So you're
That's it.
saying like there should be no double standard. It's the same
Equal on both
equal.
sides.
It should be equal cut offness.
Right.
That's a word.
Equal,
Yep.
yeah. If they
I
decide to stay. But like, what do you feel about? So yeah, okay, I get it. And
I would
some people just think, go ahead.
I would just echo a lot of what he said. I think a lot of people just want to be they want to check off boxes and put themselves in label in columns that doesn't necessarily pertain to them. For me, I've been with my wife for this year would be 22 years. We've been married for
Oh,
11.
congratulations.
So and and I'm be honest, if she was to cheat on me, I'll be devastated. But check this out, I would not take her ass back. She gone. Now, if I was
After
to cheat
22 years,
after 22 years, it would be no
22
thought in my mind.
years?
It would be no thought in my
I think I
mind.
would be on the same boat.
Have a good day, yo. But if it was the reciprocal, if she says have a good day, I have to honor that. I have to respect that. But if she took me back, that's on her,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That is her decision, and she has to live with whatever whether I do it again or the hope that I don't do it. I don't. Double standards only exist when you walk out your door. 'Cause at the end, once you close your door back, whatever that is between you and that other individual is what it actually is. There's no, well,
Yeah.
my friend Wolf B on across the street, he get away with cheating. How come? No, it's none of that. So once you close that door, it's a wrap. But also understand the people who take others back. I get it. Some people can't lose love that easily. Me, once you do that, there's no in between for me. I'm either hot or cold. I'm either on or I'm off. If I'm cool with you, I'm cool with you. But if you do something to me that I feel deemed like just especially break my trust, ain't no coming back from that. Not from me. Friends, family, parents, whomever. That's just how I
I
am.
But
agree.
what if you
I
have
would,
so much time and you don't invest it into a
22
Time
person?
is
years. I'm telling you, I'm
nothing.
That's
invested.
if she
22. Like,
did,
I'm listening to you 22
Time
years
is
into a person. The
nothing.
thing is,
what
me
about
personally, I think women
Trust me.
cheat. I think women cheat because the love is lost. Men cheat is because they want to find something new.
Check this.
They want to see. Oh, okay, I done had my wife for no shade. I had my wife for 22 years. I want to go see how this feel. I see the new booties out here. Some new booties out here. I want to see how they feel. Y'all cheat just for the experience. Y'all don't cheat for the love, and y'all cheat for lust. Women, we cheat for love. Like, if I feel like if I feel like I have to step out in my relationship, that means I'm not getting the love that I'm in my home. That means I'm not feeling like I'm not whole. So that means I gotta go. Like, and then me personally, I'm not finna cheat. I'm just like, bye, nigga. I can't fuck with you. Why?
I hear you.
let me ask
I
you a
Because
hear you.
question.
But then there's other people who don't feel like that, right? And I also would say I agree with you. Men do cheat for ego, and women cheat for emotions.
Yeah.
Right? The lack thereof, or whatever. And men just want to up the number, or
Yeah.
just tell Wulfbee, "Oh, I just did this 15 times last month." You know what I'm saying? Oh, you 14? Or you corny? I mean,
Yeah.
but then also I think that has to do with the immaturity, because Wulfbee
Yeah.
we 40 plus. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
we,
that sounds like a boy talking. Cause who's
yeah,
like counting like
I was
and
about to say that.
competing like
but that's how it was. Well, at least
yeah, that's how.
for our group of friends. Okay, brother.
So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It also depends on the maturity because, like you said, if you're gonna cheat, you're cheating for emotions. So where does your conversation come at? Where do you sit down and talk to the person and say, listen, in this relationship, this is what I'm missing, or this is what I would want, or this is what I need. Where is that at?
What if?
If you can't do that, then is it really a relationship? Are
But
you
what if you've
really
done that? What if you
Right.
done that? What, like, sometimes I've been me personally. I've been in a relationship where I held on. I kept on saying, "Well, I'm missing this. I need this. I want this.
You
Can
said
we
it to
do this?"
yourself, or you said it out
No,
loud?
I said it out loud. I said it to
Okay.
this
Well, then,
Okay.
individual.
Okay.
I want this. I kept saying it, and it was like a month go by. I'm saying the same thing. 2 months go by. Okay, 3 months go by. All right, you know what? I've been in this too long. I'm not happy at this point because if I'm not getting what I'm in this relationship for, like, what are we doing? We're wasting time. I hate wasting time. Like, I don't like, you know how people say, "Oh, you moving too fast." I don't believe in moving too fast. I don't believe in. I think everything happens in time. Like,
in that situation, you blame the guy or you blame yourself.
I blame the guy,
Blame the guy, but you the one who just sat there and said that
but
you
I'm telling him
waited
how I
3
feel.
months to go. Okay, so how many times you got to tell somebody how you feel? It shouldn't take 3 months for
It
somebody to
shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Yeah.
understand. So you can't put the whole blame on him because you playing along.
But I
Oh,
mean,
At the
I'm
but you
same
be
time,
so
it's the
in
middle
love. You
out.
be in love and invested into a person where you don't really
not
want to start over.
like
You don't
like
really want to
Juan
start
said.
over.
Like Juan said, if 22 years, if it comes to the point where we can't sit down and talk of what's going on, and you decide to go out and do this, that's it. Don't come back. That's it. I'm done.
I'm
22
telling you right
years
now,
though.
Just
communication,
end the relationship before you even try to
communication
do
is,
that, like or step out.
Yes,
Communication is
gotta
the
communicate.
it's
key.
cliche, it's old, you hear it all the time, but I'm telling you right now, again, 22 years locked into this, communication wasn't always at the top of my list, right? It got there as I got older, right? I thought me communicating the way I was effective. It's sometimes not what you say, it's about how you say it.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's
Yeah,
about, sometimes you got to also understand how people receive information. Some people can't
facts.
receive information when the volume is on 10. Some people
Yep.
can't receive information when the volume is too low. You know, you got to understand who your partner is. A relationship is a dance, straight up. I'm saying all these old school shit, but a relationship is straight up a dance. You said that's not what I'm looking for in a relationship. I've never looked for anything in a relationship other than happiness. My relationship of my wife is predicated off of one thing: us sharing our individual's experience with one another. It's always been that, right?
Facts.
Here's who Taquan is. Here's who this woman is. We're merging that together, and hopefully, we can flow through this whole progress of a relationship. And best believe, you better believe, she kicked me out the car a few times, and I kicked her out the car. You best believe we fell out the car a few times together. But what brought that shit back together is always communication. How I
Yes.
speak, I understand how to communicate with my wife now. She understands how to
Hmm.
communicate with me. That took us 11 more years to get us to where we are right now. You understand what I'm saying? It's an ebb and flow. There's
Now,
nothing that I look for in a relationship. Nothing. I don't
now,
go and say, I want this out of a relationship. I want you to bring this to me. No.
now check it
Bruh,
out.
I say this
When that
all the time. Like, if people just remove titles and labels and expectations from relationships, like, stop going into relationships expecting this is how it's supposed to be. There's no one way to a relationship.
Nope.
Like, don't go into a relationship thinking you're gonna find happiness. You bring your happiness into the relationship. They bring their happiness, and y'all bring your happiness together. But communication and understanding is one thing that people underestimate a lot, like being able to understand your partner, how they like to talk, how they like to communicate, how they like to receive communication. So I feel like that plays a lot when it comes. There's no excuse for cheating.
No.
None
No.
at all.
I agree.
I don't care how long I've been together. I don't care how many times y'all talk. I don't care about nothing. There's no excuse for cheating.
You know what I hear in
I
our
gotta
culture a lot? I'm
piggyback.
sorry. Go ahead, Wolf.
My bad, but I just want to piggyback off of
Yeah,
something
yeah.
you said when you said you got to see how people received information because everybody can't receive it on 10. Everybody can't receive it on 1.
Mhm.
But that's where that communication comes in, because you're not going to know that until you practice with that communication. So going back to you, Super, when you said, I was saying this, I was saying this. Now I gotta dig down the rabbit hole and ask a question. Well, what was being said back for you to sit there and stay another 2 more months after you had the conversation the
The
first time?
the
What
the
was
months
being
was
said back?
exaggerating, but I'm just it was like
Yeah,
we can say probably a month or two.
okay,
Well,
yeah,
and then
month,
what
a
was
week,
said
or
back
however it
was
was. That's what I'm
what
saying.
was said back. I'm gonna improve. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna do better. Like let's do
Okay,
this.
so you
I
are
don't
right at
want to
that
be
point.
like I don't want to be without you type shit. So it was like that type of communication. So if somebody's telling me that and I'm in love with this person, so I'm gonna believe this person. So I'm gonna say okay. He's saying he like hold on, I'm holding on. He's saying be patient, I'm being patient. He's saying it's gonna come, I'm waiting. Like you know what I'm saying. So just being a woman, we are more emotional than men. So
For
when
some,
somebody tell us
some not
something,
most women. Not I can't
Most
well,
women,
qualify that.
I
I
I'm
don't
a
like what
well
you're
I'm
talking
an
about. Most
emotional
women, you can
woman.
say that. No, for
I'm an
sure. I'm with
emotional
you.
woman. So if
I'm
somebody
with you.
tell me something and I'm down for them, like I'm riding for them, like I'm going to like hold on, okay, I'm just rocking in my chair. It's going. He said I'm just waiting. I'm just
That's not being
waiting.
patient though.
Yeah.
That is being patient. Like
That's not.
me,
it's a form of
I was.
settlement,
I
though. You're
thought it
settling
was.
You're
for,
But I
impatiently
feel
waiting.
yeah.
like that is more so on some like when your mental state, like when you're younger. You understand what I'm saying? As you grow older and stuff like that, there's certain things that you're just not going to take anymore because you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you set what your standards are, but when you're younger, yeah, you probably would believe, oh, I'm gonna be better, I'm gonna be better. But as you get older and
Mhm.
you grow with somebody, like that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're growing with them already. Younger, I get it. But now it's like, no.
I feel like when we say I love somebody, I think most people think that that's the finale. That when I say I love you and you tell me you love me back, it's supposed to be rainbows and mother flipping butterflies. I think that they think there's
Hmm.
supposed to be this, this sail across the ocean sky or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's you. Love is about all of what you just mentioned. You have to have patience. You can't say I have patience. I'm not you particularly, but people. I used to do it too. I'm patient, but I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. I'm like I'm answering. I'm like yo, when? You saying you? But I can't do. People don't move at my on my timeline, right? I don't. Everyone moves different. And another thing about relationships I hear in our culture a lot is speaking about you mentioned exes is like people don't talk about their experience in a positive light. It goes, I broke up with this person, and when I meet this next man or female, you better not do what this other person did. I know what
Hmm.
I don't want. I know what I don't want. And as men, we're like, yo, I don't want this shorty to be X, Y, and Z. Instead of saying, what experience did I get out of that relationship that was positive that I can build off of in the next one?
Facts.
No one does that. They bring all the heat and all the drama from the previous
Facts.
relationship, telling themselves and telling the person in front of them that they're gonna start a new relationship. I'm gonna be a different person. But meanwhile, you bringing old baggage.
Yep.
You bringing old shit from the last vacation. What are you doing? We in a whole new place. What are we talking about
It's
here?
lack of growth.
Yeah.
So it's,
That's
it's a
what that
lack
is.
of growth. Growth. You gotta share experiences. Not
Mhm.
the negative. You know what you don't want. It's already in your mind. You ain't even got to talk it out your mouth, right? But that other person wants to understand what makes this person smile, what makes this person, all the good things about who they want to be with. No one wants to be with the bad. They already know that. That's already on the shelf.
That's like
Go ahead, brother.
that's like again, that's a younger thinking mentality. Because the first thing
Yeah.
you leaving from a relationship, you're gonna say this, man, I'm gonna get this other girl. She gonna be talking so much. I don't want to hear her mouth. She gonna be arguing. She gonna be wanting to know where I'm at. Okay, now if you being looking at it as a mature person, you take that and you flip it. Yeah, she gonna talk because she's interested. She wants to hear from me. So yeah, she's gonna talk. Oh, she's gonna ask where I'm at. She's gonna want to know where I'm at because
She
maybe she
care.
worried about me.
Cares.
She care
She
about me.
cares.
So
Yeah.
it's your mentality, is how
It's
you're
definitely a
looking at it. And
mindset thing.
Mm-hmm.
once you get older and you understand that the relationship, I'm not ever gonna say it's gonna get easier, because it's always things you got to do, and you always got to constantly work on yourself as working on your yoke together. That's always going to be a progress. Even right now, you said 22 years. I'm pretty sure you're still in your head working on things, working on.
Absolutely.
Of
It's
course.
never going
You're
to
always gonna
change.
be
Absolutely.
So
growing.
It's an
going
ebb
to
and
the
flow,
next
bro.
person or not, it's never going to stop. It's just how you're thinking about it. It's your mentality of it. If you're
I
thinking
tell
like
you
a
what, if she cheat,
15
I'm
year
out of
old,
here. I done
yeah,
told you.
that's the
I done-
extreme. But if you're
All
thinking
that
like a
going.
15-year-old, that's what you're
All
gonna
that
have.
love is
You're
gone.
thinking like an adult,
All that going.
that's what you're gonna get.
No,
I
I'm with
agree.
you, man. I'm with you.
It's all about the mindset, and it does take time to grow to even reach that mindset where you go into a relationship and you look at all your past relationships as experiences that you had to go through to get to where you are right now. Like you had to understand this. You had it every relationship. That's how I look at my past relationship. Every relationship was either a learning lesson, an experience that I had to go through. So I'm able to talk about it and not talk about it negatively, even though negative things happen. But that was the past. But I'm not glad it happened, but I'm okay that I went through it because I grew from it. So when people get to that point where they have that mentality, you're at that point and you understand that you go into a relationship not expecting certain things or not taking your past relationships into your new relationships, and I don't want and what you don't want done. It's, I think, not like you said, Wolfie. I think damn, I forgot what I was about to say. You said
That
something
happens to me all the time.
earlier. You said something earlier. Oh, not that it becomes easier, but it does become more simple to understand how a relationship works.
Mm.
So the relationship won't be easier, but you'll understand it a lot better because
Yeah.
relationships are really simple. It's really simple. If both of you guys are on the same page, you guys
Yeah.
understand each other. You guys understand how to love each other, how to talk to each other, how to communicate with each other. It's really simple.
But you gotta
And it's
go through the dirt in order to get
you
that
do.
information a lot of the times. A lot of the times the arguments are growth experiences if you allow it to be. If you just shut it off and say, F you, this conversation is over, I'm out of here, you would never know what it's like to come out on the other side of that.
Yep.
Right? If
Yeah.
you guys actually talk it out and actually, get to a resolution. Most people want to argue to win. When
Yeah.
you stop doing that, you'll start looking at the conversation different.
Yep.
When you stop arguing to who's going to yell the loudest or who's going to say the most F-bombs and who wants to be, most people want to argue just to be heard. In most
Right.
arguments, the only reason why you're yelling is because you want to be heard, because you feel like the other person is a brick wall. But you best believe at that point, yeah, some people get that information better that way. But other people are like, yo, I don't hear shit you saying.
Nothing.
Right.
It's not even going in one ear and out the other. It's just not even going in. You talking to yourself at this point. So it's
Right.
you got to go through the dirt. You got to go through the bad. You got to go through all of that. If it's worth it to you as an individual, to everybody here, if it's worth it to you, you go through it. If you actually love that person, you fight for. It sounds like that TV bullshit. I know it, but if you actually love somebody, you stay in the trenches, even when it's muddy, through sickness and health.
And I tell you
Death
what,
do you part.
if
You know
you
what
go
I'm saying?
if you go through all that, if you go through all that and you still trying to cheat, then you the dummy. Because I'm not going through all that, and then I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna slide over here. Man, I just fought 7 wars.
Yeah.
Now I'm coming over here to nah.
You gotta know what you want, though. Once you know what you want, I mean, you don't look for it out of the individual. You just gotta know what you want, and hopefully that is within that person. And if it's not, you gotta walk. If you're not happy, you are responsible for. We are responsible for our own individual lives. My wife is not responsible for making me happy. That is not her job.
You're
It's my
responsible for
job
making you happy.
for making me happy. You know what I'm saying? She
don't
makes
say
me
she
happy.
happy.
Our union makes me happy, but it's not her responsibility to do any of that thing. She has her
Right.
own life to live. Her life and my life are shared experiences, nothing more, nothing less. I'm not telling her what to do. She's not telling me what to do. She's never stopped me from going to any convention. She's never stopped me. She never asked me where I was. My wife is not that kind of woman. That's probably why I married her. But the point is, it's just I understand what I wanted out of a relationship versus what I didn't want, and I didn't have to lay it on the table like it was a buffet.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's right.
Definitely how it's supposed to be.
You just preach.
Yeah. I'm a little.
No, for real.
like that,
But
Quan.
it's definitely like it takes a lot of growth. It's just keep growing.
I'm gonna talk to
But
you later.
before anybody gets into a relationship, it's always important to work on yourself.
That's it.
You cannot get into a relationship if you're fucked up mentally. Like if you're
We all
not
gamers,
happy,
right?
don't go into a relationship looking for happiness. It's not gonna happen.
I agree.
Like
If we are all
work on
gamers, you
yourself
cannot go
first.
into a boss battle with 50% health thinking you're going to beat the mother effer down to the ground.
If
You
I
gonna
keep
chop you
jumping
down.
around,
You better get there with
If I
100%. You got to
keep
know
jumping
self. I
around-
agree with you.
Exactly.
I agree
Come
with you.
in
You
with
gotta know self.
100%. That person come in with 100%, and y'all give 100% together.
Yep.
That's
If
how
that
it should be.
person ain't willing to give 100%, then you need to decide to leave early before you get wrapped up into all this.
Exactly.
Oh Lord,
And
why y'all ain't tell
most
me this
women's
about 6 months
problem.
ago?
No,
Why
no,
y'all
no,
ain't?
I'm not making a direct shot at you.
I'm just saying we could have pod this about 6 months ago, and
No,
I would have been good right now. We should have. Y'all
but I know
should.
the reason why a lot of women, and that was my past relationship, we were in love with the potential of what he
Ooh,
could be.
shit.
That's what it was. He was saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna do this. We're like waiting for this to happen. We're in love with the potential, but that potential is never
Ooh.
coming.
It's
Lip
the
service is
So
real. Lip
It's
service
It
is
the
is.
real.
It is.
potential,
That's
the
all game, yo.
potential. Because you sometimes you like you be blinded in the moment, and then you just say, okay, this shit got potential. Like one
I
day
agree
this
with
shit
y'all.
gonna
Yeah.
damn.
yeah,
Is
Lip
it?
service is real.
that's what it was in most of my
Oh,
relationships. I was in love with the potential, and that potential, that vision that I had
damn.
in my head of what we could be, it never happened.
That
So
Yeah,
kind of
I
like a
hit
hear
lot
you.
of
me.
us.
I hear
So
you.
when you go into a relationship, when you 100%, you happy, you good, like you know you don't need this person to make you happy, but this person adds on to your happiness, adds value to your life, and you add on value to their life, then y'all be good.
It's supposed to be fun.
That right
It's just really
there.
It is
I'm
supposed to
not
supposed to
be
gonna
be
lie
fun.
to
fun.
you. That
Yeah.
right there, Izzy. That potential shit, bro. That shit just hit fucking home. I got
It's true.
what?
What's up? Talk to us, Super. What's up?
I'm just saying, cause
Go
like
ahead.
I'm sitting here listening to the shit, and I'm be honest with y'all, cause y'all know I'm very blunt. I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel. My last relationship, I think I was in love with the potential. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was
Was
in
it
love with
the potential that he was displaying, or was it your assumptions?
my
I'm trying to.
assumptions.
It was your
My
assumption. So you was
fucking
in love with yourself.
assumptions.
You was in love with
Oh!
yourself. You was effectively in love with yourself.
Got that Loki.
Have you ever been on a blind date and go, this person's
Oh
gonna look like this, only to
man.
get there and they look completely different? Nothing compared
Oh
to what
my
you thought.
god.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You are literally in love with yourself when you are in love with when you are going off of your own assumptions.
Yeah,
Or
because it's in your
or
head. It's your
It was
assumptions.
my
It's
or he
nothing that
assumption.
stayed
they showed you.
he stayed Clark Kent too long, and you was waiting for him to be Superman.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
yeah.
He was in them glasses and that rain suit for too long, and you was like, "Yo, where's the cape? When you gonna fly?
Yeah.
When you gonna put them boots on?"
And she told him he can fly. He was like,
Yeah, she
word?
was like, "I know you can fly
Right.
because I dreamed it."
He
Wait,
dressed
what?
him
Yeah.
Wait, I
up.
can,
Like,
I
now
can
I'm
fly?
going to
Dressed
crush
him
these
up.
numbers.
Period.
Yeah.
I'm
Yo.
going to crush
It's
these numbers
hilarious.
today.
Oh
Yo,
man.
Super, I'm sick. You was in
All
love
right,
with
It's
Super.
a
And
yourself.
you
grown.
telling
It's
all
a
your friends,
Oh.
I know,
It's all
girl,
good because we've been
I
there.
know he
We've
can
been there,
fly.
yo.
Girl,
It
I
happened.
know.
Yeah.
Girl,
I
think
know he can fly.
girl, I seen him take
It
them
happened.
glasses off one time.
Uh-huh.
See? And it
One
fell off. It was
time, and I
temporary,
seen the
right?
curl. I seen it.
Yep.
Now, if he's feeding you his potential through lip service, then that's another conversation, right? That's a whole different thing. But if you applying your assumption, you just created a whole boyfriend for yourself. A whole boyfriend. You just made him up.
You put yourself in the multiverse.
Yeah,
Yep.
you comic book.
Y'all,
You a comic book.
oh
sure did,
my
Super.
You got to call Doctor
god.
Strange to
Sure
help you out
did.
now.
Oh my god. This
Yeah,
is
it's all good.
Trying to
It's
create
crazy.
someone that
man.
wasn't there.
life
Ooh,
experience.
I was trying to make it something that it wasn't. Like you
Yeah.
know how it's like Mr. Potato Head. It come blank. And
Yeah.
you give it to a child, and the child's gonna put all this shit on it. I was a child that was putting all this shit on it.
To the
it
point
had,
you were dressing him
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
Bro!
you was dressing them up. There you go.
I
You were
was.
dressing him
Yeah.
up.
Bro,
Like you wanted
I
him
was
to dress.
literally,
He was saying he wanted to be
literally.
a college professor, a mathematician, and she was like, "Nah, you gonna do the social studies.
Bro,
You
literally.
gonna be a social studies teacher."
You gon' dress how I want you to dress. You not
Yo.
you not coming out the house like that with
She
me.
was just sitting there every night. China is not in Dakota.
No.
Yo,
Nah,
Oh,
you gotta
man.
take people as
Nah,
they
it's good.
come.
Boyfriend.
You gotta take them as they come, yo.
Take people as they come. That's
It's a
what
shared
they show
experience.
you
It's
is
not
what
just
they
your
are.
experience.
This was a
Yeah.
lesson learned. My last experience was a lesson learned.
It should be. Every
Bro.
experience should be a lesson
Well,
learned.
No.
Let me ask you this.
I honestly, I've been through shit. I've been through shit all that. You know, I got 2 baby daddies. Whatever. I've been through that. I have never been through nothing like I've been through now. And because I think I was like my little luck was old. It was when it ran out.
So Super, let me ask you this. Are
Ooh,
you so your next relationship, are you got the mindset of looking for something, or are you just gonna take it as it comes?
That's a good question.
I'm going to
deal
take
with
it
Good
as it
question.
comes.
Good question.
I'm going to take it as it comes. I'm gonna take it as it comes. I don't want nothing
We took her
that
to church, y'all.
whatever is in my face. That's what I want.
Oh,
I don't want.
there you go.
I don't want what it can be. I don't want what it got.
There you
I
go.
want what it is. Like if you come like
Okay.
this is what I want.
So
And
when
you
that
can get all
happens,
that
make sure we
information before you
revisit this.
solidify a
I
relationship.
want to have another cast when that happens. Maybe like if it lasts like 6 months, 3 months. I just want to update.
Ain't no update because I'm
Let's
good
do
right
the
now.
Maury show, yo.
I
Yeah, this is
am.
like more.
He talks. He want to update.
I want an
I'm weak.
update.
Yeah, I just want to know.
Damn.
I want to know if what she heard today, if she's applying it, and if it's working for her. I just want to update. That's all.
Damn, that shit got me over here. Damn.
Taking it
You wanna
as it
say?
goes and not going into a relationship expecting things or even putting labels on things, I think personally is the best way for me at least to go. Because you
then
don't
that
come
person
in
can
expecting
grow.
this person to do this, expecting
Right.
this person to be this way. You just take them as they are. So you choose to love them as they are because you know who they are, not who you want them to be.
Exactly.
So when you get into a relationship like that, there's nothing hidden. Like
Yeah,
there's nothing to find out later.
That's crazy.
Well, that's true. Yeah, for sure.
I'm with it.
Oh
I'm with it.
Lord. Oh shit. That's crazy, y'all. Oh Lord. Ew. What is the next topic, please, Lord?
So May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I just want to know what y'all do you know, for your mental health. What activities or things do you do to help with your mental health?
I stay away from people. I kind of like get like isolated, kind of. I
Mm-hmm.
have a really bad habit of that. Like I don't text nobody back. I answer the phone probably like after 3 calls. That's how I do. I isolate myself. I don't know if it's good or bad, but it's just what I do.
I mean, if
And
it helps you.
I get on the game, and the game has really distracted me from a lot of shit. Because if I didn't have this, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'd be in this motherfucker.
What
That's
I
fair.
can say for myself is deleting social media. That helps my mental health. Take a little break, delete the apps, bye, and then just live my life. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. That helps me. And also, like you just said, Super, just kind of being to myself, just isolate myself. That also helps me as well. Especially somebody like I've always worked in customer service, so I deal with people all the time, and sometimes I just want to be away from fucking everybody. So it's just yeah, that's definitely something.
I'll go last because my list is long.
Okay, I'll go now because I'm gonna
Go
regurgitate what you
ahead.
said. I decompress by staying off of social media. I take one day,
Hmm.
usually on a Friday, but I'll just not go on social media at all. I'm talking social media that not much of the internet unless I'm searching something, but not much of the internet. And I'm just on my sofa chilling, sitting there with the kids or with the wife, either one. But I stay away from all the noise with streaming, with the podcast, with everything else that I do. The noise is a lot, so I try to minimize that space by staying away from all the noise.
I take a totally different approach. You know what, Quan? I never told you this, so I'm going to tell you this right now. This is my
Uh-oh.
this is my approach. This is what and I'm dead serious. This is what I do because we don't talk all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
We don't
of
talk
course
all
we
the
don't.
time.
No,
So
no doubt. That I know.
I have a friend that is the way you are, but the complete opposite.
And he's not like me.
No. I want you to think of how you are in the complete
Well,
opposite. So,
opposite of
so we
that.
can see two different spectrums I'm talking about.
All right.
I would purposely jump in your Discord or jump wherever and sit and talk to you. You know how we conversate. We conversate about a whole bunch of stuff, but sometimes it's
This is
just
about how you
nonsense.
decompress, right? How you
Yes,
okay,
yes.
mental health.
So
Okay.
so I hear all the stuff from you, and then I go to him and I do the same thing. And I just take that mixture, and for some strange reason, it soothes me. I'm good. I'm
I
fine with
like
that.
that.
That
Okay.
help. I know it
He's
seems
talking about
strange, it
okay.
seems crazy, and you're like,
It's
we're talking
balance
about
though.
decompressing, but that helps me. Juan, think about it. You don't ever notice like there could be like because I'm working a lot. You're doing what you're
Got
doing
12
your
jobs.
stuff, and then we kind of it's always like sometime we will have like conversations like maybe like 2 or 3 days back to back to back. Not all the time, but sometimes it's like that. Those are the times I take that, and then I go to this guy and I take that, and it's just
So
like,
you're using me as therapy.
oh no, I'm not using you as
No,
therapy,
come on, remember
stupid.
this.
I'm
I'm never
just
answering my phone again. You going on
listen.
block.
But that's what I do, and
Okay, I
that
got
helps
you.
me because it's like, I don't know, like hot and cold, and you just put it together and wrap yourself up in it. That helps me out. So that's what I do.
Hey
That
man,
the whole social media, the whole that stuff doesn't bother me, and I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me. I just need to hear everything at once. That helps me out.
I'm
That's
charging you
that's my
$500
thing.
every time you call me.
Oh well, then I'm about to delete your number right now, yo. $500 every time I call you. I don't want to make no butt calls by accident. So let's get this up out of here.
Y'all are hilarious.
That's good stuff that y'all do. I do I've been on a journey.
Okay.
So as far as social media, at one point I was off of it just because I'm a huge empath. So if I see something online like crazy, specifically dealing with children and like violence and stuff like that, it affects me. Um, so that's like that would be like the main reason why I got off social media for a while. But now, because of business, I need social media, but I still like delete the app and like download it when I need to go on and stuff. So I make it more difficult to get on. But as far as mental health, I'm like at a state right now where I'm just being me, honestly, doing everything that I feel like doing and not everything that I was programmed to do or everything that people are expecting me to do.
Mhm.
I've set boundaries. I've learned how to say no without having to explain myself. I have cut off a lot of people who I felt like it was just like one-way relationships. I only surround myself around good energy. If I don't feel comfortable, I'm out. Like I don't care. I do what I want. I do what I feel. I talk to people who are on the same wave. So it feeds me as I'm feeding them. So yoga, meditation, just I'm done with 9 to 5. That was one thing that really fucked with my mental health, like created anxiety and stuff like that. So I don't do that anymore, and everything is just gone with the flow and just doing me. That's what helps me.
For
Yo,
sure.
I love that.
Mm.
I like
I
that
feel like
too.
that's.
If
I
I
feel
feel
like
like
a
going
lot
to
of
the
people feel
beach,
like
I
that
love the
post
beach. I'm going to the
quarantine.
beach.
Okay.
Huh?
I like post quarantine. A lot of people feel like that, and they set in those boundaries, and they're starting to understand self, and you know what you want for self. I love that. Take control of your life, man. Because
Yeah,
like
I'm
you
definitely in
said
control
no
of my
without
life.
having to explain it. Because yes is a currency. I'm starting to learn that. You give out a couple of yeses, that's like spending a couple of $100. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you got to be careful who you give your yeses to. And it's very important to
Yeah.
mental health as well. I'm starting to learn that myself.
Or even who you answer your phone to. Like I used to have people that only call me for certain reasons or for certain things. Like I
Yeah.
don't like I talk to who I want to or feel like talking to.
Yep.
And even with saying no, I used to say no with a reason behind it. Like you don't no is a complete sentence. You don't need to explain yourself.
You are
No is no.
100% right. No,
That
it's
is
a period
definitely
at the end
So
of that. Yep.
I
There's
right,
no
agree.
no comma because. I hear you.
right.
Yep.
But yeah, that's helped me a lot.
And then if they get mad, then they just fuck
Oh
you.
well, that's
I
their
don't care.
problem.
Yeah, I
That's a
don't care no
fact.
more. Because that's definitely something I did years ago. Like I used to say yes to everything. Like I let people push me over for sure, and
I
that's
ain't saying
crazy.
yes to shit.
I don't know. Like I just did a complete change, and I just started just no, why no, just no. It just feels good. Just no,
It's
just
just
Yeah.
no.
no.
See the
And that's
smile. I can
it.
tell. Yeah. I love it. That's dope.
It's just no. Also, how you respond and react to certain situations, bad or good, how you respond and react to it makes a huge difference on, your mental health. Because, you could be in a bad situation and react one way and it just becomes worse or just fucks up your whole day, or you can react another way and keep it moving.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
another reason
So
why I
it's,
switched to
it's a
social
lot of
media. I hear
different
you.
things that,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
no, go ahead. It's a lot of different things that,
Yeah, and I
that,
said that's
that's
why I stopped
helping us.
social media. I would roll up out of bed. I would wake up and go on Twitter and then read something that would just before I even got out the bed completely just shifted my energy for the day, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
put that on myself instead of just getting out the bed, enjoying whatever the morning was going to bring, whatever time I woke up, right? But instead of doing that, I would consume whatever the internet had to bring, which is most of the time BS, and most of the time something that's going to frustrate you in the first place. So, yeah.
Facts.
But I don't know what kind of phone you have, but instead of deleting the app, this is what I do. I take the app and I put it on the very last page.
Oh, so it's harder to reach.
I'm not trying to scroll all the way back over to the Twitter in order to go to Twitter. So instead of deleting it, reinstalling and deleting and reinstalling, put it at the as far back as it can go.
You're right. I'm gonna
and
try
do it
that.
way.
See me?
You're right, because if my thing is like 9 pages back, I'm like, damn, whatever's back there,
Yeah.
I don't even know
By
anymore.
the time you get there, whatever you go in there for, you really want to tweet it out or whatever the case may be.
See me personally, I have never taken a break from social media. I am one of those people that have to. Well, now since I've been distracted from the video game I've been playing, I used to show on TikTok for like when I used to wake up in the morning. I used to have my alarm go off an hour before I had to wake up and show on TikTok for an hour. That's just how bad it was. I
don't
stopped
think you
doing
will.
that now. I stopped doing that because literally I am distracted from playing this game. I get on TikTok, I upload something, and I get off. Like when the only time I see videos is if somebody posted in a group chat or something, but I don't be in the loop. I don't even be in the loop with Shade Room. Like all this shit going on now. I don't. When I tell you I've been like this past month and some change, I've been mentally like distracted. I've been distracting myself from social media. I get on there, I post. I don't read comments sometimes.
Okay.
I don't respond to DMs. I'm trying to now. I've been distracted. Like I get on post, get off. Like so, I don't know if that's my little break, because I think that
it could be.
Because I don't be. It's
anything less than what you were previously doing is a little break. I think it's gonna be hard, right? Because that's like your generation. That's like trying to get a controller out my hand, right?
Yeah.
Like my generation was coming up when consoles was just hitting the home, and it was like that's gonna rot your brain. And now we just saying the same thing about the social. It's gonna make you crazy if you stay on social media. It said the same thing about video games back when I was growing up. So it's a part of your social construct. It's a part of your life. You know what I mean? In your age group, hell yeah. So a little, maybe if you typically go on social media for 6 hours out of your day, maybe 5 hours is a break. Just 5 hours, maybe that one extra hour less is a break for your generation. But if it is a distraction, though, it could be. Oh, that's a bad word. That's a bad word these days because you can't say a lot of words anymore. I think the Webster Dictionary is like 3 pages these days.
I'm old too.
Man,
not saying you old, but I'm just saying.
But he said he been married for 22 years, and you only.
My experiences are different. We had different experiences. That's all I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, you come up in an age group where you don't know a world without the internet.
Yeah, you're
right. I remember chilling.
World without internet. I know a world without computers.
That's what I'm saying. So
like there were no computers. AOL when internet came out.
AOL,
IBM computers.
AOL was lit, yo.
AOL Instant Messenger, that was it.
Boy, that motherfucker.
We use encyclopedias to look up stuff during homework. I had to use an encyclopedia to look up stuff.
Listen, that computer used to be loud as shit.
Oh, it was loud.
Remember when AOL was loading? How it was saying,
sound like an alien invasion, right?
Even GPS, bro. I really used to print out directions and just
MapQuest.
If I was lost, I was lost.
We was able to read 2 pages of MapQuest. How come we can't text and drop? You know what I'm saying? Crazy. That MapQuest was lit. That was like 2-3 pages. Left for you over here reading.
Go to the library and go print it out before you have to leave. Oh, shit, you ain't even had that.
It's true, but I don't know, man. It might be the same as us. I mean, maybe not though. But anything less than what you are used to doing is a break, I would say.
For sure.
So don't beat yourself up over it until you're able to until you're able to effectively say, "I'm not going on it today." But don't. Everything is baby steps. You got to crawl with almost everything you do, especially when you first started out. You got to crawl. So yeah, man. Anything less than what you're currently doing, you fine. So read 2 DMs instead of all of them.
Yeah. The slow progress is better than no progress. So
there it is.
Little by little is better than nothing.
There it is.
What is it?
But Jada, I know you wanted to end it all off.
Oh yeah. Well, first of all, thank y'all so much for being
here.
And before y'all get off, I want y'all to introduce yourself because I don't think I really got a real good introduction.
Yeah,
and put y'all podcast stuff in the chat if y'all can, because they also have a podcast too, y'all.
Same with the
So
Oh,
podcast.
I
really?
can't wait to go. I can't wait to get invited to it.
Yo, all of y'all can come through.
I wanna watch.
Alright.
I want to be invited.
I
Well,
got you. We
yeah,
got
you
you.
got some.
I just,
Go ahead, Wolf.
So it's just y'all two in the
It's just us
podcast?
two. Yeah, it's called the
Okay.
Game Gods Podcast. GAWDS.
you gonna put it in
It's
the
on
chat?
Apple. I'm not even in the damn thing. How you-
Wow.
Oh,
You
on
ain't even,
Twitch.
you ain't even following us.
Let me type it
No,
in.
I
You
am.
said game
Am I?
guys.
Game Gods. Game.
Oh, game gods.
Space
Okay.
GAWDS.
Let me pull it up so I can post it in the chat.
Because I didn't even know y'all was gonna be streaming it.
Don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna post it. You can see you introduce yourself.
You didn't know.
Game
You didn't know you was live, Quanicus.
You didn't tell me y'all was gonna be streaming this. I'd have wore something different.
But you live.
Quanicus,
You were live.
Quanicus. So this whole
I
I
thought
would've
you was
wore
recording
something.
this on like Discord or something. I
So
thought you was
this
recording
whole-
it through OBS.
So this whole
Spell it
hour,
out for me real quick so I
you
can look it
didn't. You
up.
didn't know.
Is it
you
on
was
Twitch? Are
live.
you guys on Twitch?
Wolf streams on Twitch.
Yeah, I stream on
Um,
Twitch.
So
Yeah,
your
I'll give it to you.
podcast
I'll
The
give it to you.
podcast.
is on YouTube.
We're
No,
on-
Is
it's on Apple.
I got you.
Is it live?
Okay,
all
so
bad.
it's
Quanicus
audio.
didn't
No,
know
No, it's
he
not
was
live.
Spotify.
It's recorded.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Quanicus didn't know he was live for a whole hour.
Y'all, I'm out here vibing. Y'all was over here chilling.
Your people was in here too.
Oh, word?
Yeah, QHA. What is it?
I just sent it to you.
Okay.
That's the link there though, but that's the name of it. It's called Game Gods. But yeah,
Okay.
Wolf could tell you all about it. He loves talking about it.
Tell us.
Tell us.
Yeah. So our podcast is just about me and Quanicus. It's basically built around games and barbershop talk. Where we, like what we're doing like right now, but we have a lot of conversations between ourselves, and we, want to put it out on the podcast and let other people understand where we come from and our thoughts and our ideals on a lot of things. We go from everything from games, entertainment, stuff in the social media, anything we see, period. Anything we want to talk about. That's our space. This is our so-called barbershop where we ain't lining nobody up, but we giving them the conversation that they get. So you guys got to check it out, man. We're on episode 12 now,
Yeah.
and
Nice.
it's been real fun. We get a lot of positive feedback. I'm having a blast with it. I can't speak for Quanicus. Maybe he hate my guts. I don't know.
I do. I really can't.
Y'all have really good brother bond. I see.
Very chemistry.
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time. I met him on Xbox.com forums. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
long time
On the
ago.
forum?
Do you know what that even? Do you even know what that word means? I read it on the
Throwback.
Xbox-
Back in
on
the
the- what that
Yahoo
word
days.
Xbox.com forums. Yes,
I
Yeah,
remember
that's
when
a
I used to
long
go in
time ago.
that's a long time. You going back to right before the 360?
That's crazy how y'all met.
She said,
Yo,
"Oh,
you mad confused.
It's
I'm
like
yeah,
a, it's like a.
you gotta make
You
that
talking about, I'm
face.
old too.
You
What
don't know what
talking?
it is."
Hold on, cause
But,
y'all ain't finna
yeah,
play
it's-
me.
It's just
You said
it's a
boring.
podcast that we're just talking crap, just shooting the ish.
And
That's
y'all
it.
exchanged information and started playing the game together. And
Who is
That's
this?
Yeah, we exchanged
cool.
information, started playing the game, and here we are.
that
Doing
is so
streaming,
cool.
podcast, and all that stuff. Yeah.
That's what's up.
I don't
Yeah.
know who this is. Do not show. Let me go ahead and block you.
Yeah, we just gonna ignore that because I don't know what you're talking
I
about.
don't know what you're talking about.
He just talking.
You gonna end
But thank
it.
you guys for having us for real.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much for
being
taking
here.
the
It was,
time
it was.
out. I
It
appreciate
was a lot of
that.
fun.
So,
You still think I was nervous though, Soup? No.
Nah, you can't loosen
Alright.
up. I'm proud of you.
oh,
I am proud of you. Hand clap
Mhm.
for Quanicus and
That's
Wulfbee,
funny.
y'all. Thank y'all
Nah,
so
thank
much
you for
coming
having us
through.
for real.
Thank you.
We got
Yes.
we got a positive note.
Hold on.
Damn, you
Okay.
No,
forgot.
Jada got something. Jada, I think Jada was doing the outro
Yep.
thing.
So, I'm gonna read it really quick. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. You can't keep it, but you can spend it. And once it's lost, you can never get it back. And I think we should really live by that. I love that because it's just like, don't consume yourself with so many things that just don't matter in your life. You don't know how long you're going to be here. You don't know how long your loved ones are going to be here. So just do what you enjoy, spend it with who you love, all that good stuff.
Awesome.
Facts.
That was beautiful.
Sending y'all great
I love that, Jada.
positivity this weekend and next week.
Yes, same
Huh?
to all of you guys.
I said I'm sending you positivity for this
Oh,
weekend.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you so much.
appreciate that so much, y'all.
Good energy
That's
to
a-
all y'all. Hope y'all have a great week.